we want to cross over to Upper Hill in just a bit because we're told the Inspector General of Police, Joseph Boynet, is speaking. And just the context is that NTSA is giving some of the equipment has been using while they were on the roads, but now when the president said that they get off the roads and leave their work to the police, then that is now the ceremony happening where the handover is going on. Let's send to Boynet for now.
So in the first instance, I would want to thank the NTSA for giving us the equipment that Mr. Major outlined that had been procured at great cost by our government, and for which we are truly grateful. Number two is to echo what the DG said, and that we are partners, that is ourselves as the National Police Service and NTSA, in maintaining road safety on our roads, and our ultimate target is zero accidents on our highway. It might sound lofty, but we are determined to attain that. And we can only attain that with the support of everyone, that is on our part as police and other concerned agencies and the motoring public, as well as the Kenyan people at large. We have to obey the law as it is. There are no two ways about it. If we are to attain zero accidents on our highways. Sometimes what we witness as police happen on our roads makes many of those incidents that occur not to be things that we can describe as accidents. They can only be, one can describe them as suicides or just plain murders because of the stupidity, pardon my use of that bad word, in which some of our either motorcycle riders or motorists behave on our highways. It's sheer stupidity that create unnecessary fatalities. And I just want to use this opportunity to advise, especially our motorcycle riders, the border riders, that when the law insists, as it were, that one must put on a helmet before you ride on a highway or on any road, it is not for the sake of anybody else. It is in your own personal interest to put on a helmet. Because many of the fatalities that we witness on our roads is because the rider or the passenger did not have a helmet. It is in your own interest to put on the helmet. And many other laws and regulations are meant for the interest of either the motorist or the pedestrians. So in sum, I'm saying, let's obey the law. Lastly, I would wish to assure the NTSA that, number one, we are quite grateful for the equipment that you have given us. And number two, to assure you that these equipments, including the motorcycles, would be put to good use. So anybody who thought now that NTSA is off the roads with their breathalyzers, they can go drink and drive, it's bad news for you, because now that we have the equipment, including what we now have, you better drink and get someone else to drive for you. Because we find you drunk on our highways, you know what will happen. You'll find yourself in court, and the fines are quite stiff nowadays. So thank you very much, DG, and may I take this opportunity to May we invite the DG to take over the rest of the proceedings. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Inspector General of the National Police. I now want to take this opportunity to invite the Chairman of the NTSA Board of Directors, Lieutenant General Retired Jackson Mowell, to make his remarks and invite the Principal Secretary. Thank you. Karibu, Chairman.
Principal Secretary, Professor Maringa, the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Joseph Boynet, board members present, members of the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure and honor to welcome you to today's event where we witness the handover of enforcement equipment to the National Police Service. The handing over of the enforcement equipment is aimed at strengthening the framework of cooperation between NTSA and the National Police Service. These equipment will enhance traffic enforcement, a task entrusted to the National Police. In so doing, road safety will be improved. Ladies and gentlemen, road safety continues to pose a major challenge in Kenya. At the national level, it is estimated that 5% of our GDP, which translates to 310 billion, is the cost of road carnage. At the family level, many families have been driven into poverty and devastation as they grapple with the loss of breadwinners and loved ones. Majority of the road crash victims comprise the youth aged between 15 years to 44 years. Hence, this country is losing the productive group of its population. This is a very huge loss to our economy and a hindrance to development of the country. Road user behavior, as said before, has been identified as a leading contributor to road traffic crashes. As a matter of fact, road discipline, or we call it indiscipline, and compliance with the traffic laws by us road users in Kenya has been very poor, leading to very serious traffic congestion and a high rate of fatalities and injuries. Some of the risk factors which we have identified at NTSA are speeding, reckless driving, dangerous overtaking, drink driving, drink walking, drink riding, overloading of vehicles, unlicensed vehicles operating as PSVs, and road of the motor vehicles, and even fatigue. Case in point is an accident in which we lost a few students. This calls for sufficient enforcement and education to enable all road users to follow rules and regulations governing road safety. Ladies and gentlemen, traffic law enforcement is one of the time-tested strategies in promoting behavioral changes among road users. Traffic laws are formulated and passed to guide road users in their behavior. Many of us will comply with them willingly, while others will not comply unless detected and sanctioned. This is where traffic law enforcement comes in. In order to make strides as a country in dealing with road safety challenges, an integrated approach is necessary. Enforcement must be coupled with public education to increase awareness and general compliance levels. NTSA will take a lead in educating road users on road safety to reduce road crashes. Ladies and gentlemen, moving forward, the authority will continue spearheading improvement of road safety through various programs in line with its mandate. Notable among them, improved legislation, review of curriculum, and driver testing for improved driver skills and improved service delivery by leveraging on ICT. The National Transport and Safety Authority will continue to invest in technology that will also aid law enforcers to perform their duty in an efficient manner. In conclusion, I want to assure you of our support and commitment in partnering to reduce fatalities and injuries resulting from road crashes. On the other hand, we will rely on the National Police as the enforcement agency to enforce the law and protect innocent road users. I believe that if we all play our rightful roles as policymakers and enforcement agencies, we will make our roads safe. Finally, I want to thank all of you again and look forward to a fruitful relationship as we work together to reduce road traffic crashes in our country. We all ought to remember that it begins with me. And what is written here, practice road courtesy, even when others don't, I think will go a long way if it starts with me as an individual. And if we all played our part, then we'll make our roads very safe. It is now my pleasure to invite the Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Transport to deliver his remarks.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Is it good afternoon? Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Yes, this is a keynote address coming from the desk of the Principal Secretary, the State Department of Transport. I'm in here as Professor Maringa, now the Principal Secretary for Public Works. We should start off with some apologies. I've just handed over the office to the incoming Principal Secretary, Madam Esther Koimet. And as you may expect, we've done an extensive briefing. And I've left her in a briefing with the CS, so I'm standing in here to represent her. Inspector General of Police, Joseph Boynet, Chairman NTSA, Chairman NTSA, Lieutenant General Jackson Nwawero, members of NTSA Board, the DG, Major, distinguished guests, members of the Fourth Estate,